Hello, in this video I'm going to explain the extra exercise, which is the definition of sailboat function by giving the size of the function, its result or its return is the drawing shape of sailboat. So as you can see to the left side, I defined the sailboat function, which its argument is size only, and inside this curly brace and this one I defined the main function. So I divided the main function into several criteria. The first criteria is sail criteria, which inside of this I specified the properties of the sail. Sail means this shape, and at the line 3 I defined sail dimension, which it means a portion of the total size, and I decided to choose 5 times over 8 or 5 over 8 times of the main size of the overall shape. And the mini sail dimension, this one, its dimension is divided to the sail, the main sail divided to -2 is optional. And in this line 5, I defined the function. Its name is sail base, by input the level. It means by putting the level means this line by order from up to down. It's increasing. Its output is the stars. The number of stars should be drawn, and I used again a recursive function by recalling itself to with the termination point, which it's 1. And I have 2if function because at the level 2 I increased 1 star, and at the level 3 and more than 3 the increasing of the stars is 2, as you can see. So okay, let's explain the Hell criteria. And in this criteria I defined the property of the Hell, which it means the main body of the boat, and the size of the hull is, or hull dimension is the main size minus sail dimension. And the hull base is also recursive function. Its termination point is level 1 of the hull or main body. I decided to define it at the 3 times. I defined it 3 times of the maximum of sail, maximum stars of the sails. As you can see, this is 3 is 1/3 of this. Okay, in this line, and at the level 2 and more than 2, it reduced the number of stars for the hull, reduced exponentially with this function. Okay, I define two functions, which the first one is a spacer and the second one is a star, and those jobs is to receive a length of space and log and not log, excuse me, to return the space, the character, the strings, and the starer, its job is to receive the number of stars, and its output is the appropriate string stars. It means its output is a string with stars with the numbers of the input. And the second, the next part is drawing the sail functions. And this function is defined in this, between these curly braces, and as you can see, it used a function if level is greater than sail dimension, and its input is level. As I mentioned before, is the line, the number of lines from up to down. And to draw the sail by using if it's a termination point, and if level is greater sail dimension, it return nothing to finish its job, the main function job. And if the level is less than or equal than mini sail dimension, mini sail is this shape, it means we are in this level until this level. Or the output, okay, the output is only drawing the main or the greater sail. So as you can see, we log the spacer. It's, as I mentioned, a spacer is a function to build a string with a space, and its length is this argument, it's recalling sail base with, and again its return, its output is the sail dimension. Plus a spacer. It means at this time, from level 1 to level less than mini sail dimension, from this line to this line, this function sail drawer log only space by using a spacer, and its length is exactly the maximum base of the main or bigger sail. As you can see, this line, this distance is equal this, and plus it means concatenate this string with a starter by recalling a starter function, and its argument is recalling sail base, and also by recalling the with input of level. It means we are at the level 1, and it output is a star, appropriate stars. Yes, excuse me. And again, it recall itself by increasing one of the level to move from up to down, and it continuously do like in this way until to reach this level, and this level is mini sail dimension. And and as you can see in this if function, if level is excuse me, in this function else, it means we passed the mini sail dimension and we reach to these levels, and in this level it's a bit complex or complicated, because we should define this space and this shape, and one space, and again this shape. I used this shape and this shape. I draw this shape and this shape by one function, and as you can see, if the level is more than mini sail dimension, we passed these levels, and we are starting from this level. And as you can see in this line 59, I log. Inside the log we can see this huge line, the huge code, and it means at the first we produce a string of a space with this function, and with this function, and by length of this amount, and its sail base, the sail dimension, it means this distance, minus sail base level minus mini sail dimension minus 1. By recalling sail base again and putting the amount of or argument of level minus mini sail dimension, it means we are starting again, counting from level mini sail dimension. It means if after reaching to this level, by subtracting these amounts from level, we again we are again starting from level 1. And I add minus 1 to compensate this gap, plus a star to produce the string of mini sail, and plus spacer 1 to produce this gap, and again producing a star to produce using a star to produce a string of main sail, and it continues until to reach to the this if, and return and the return function instrument is to finish the recursive function, and it starts and this function recalled by this command, and as putting 1 as a argument, and like this, this function, I have this function to make or to draw main body of the boat. As you can see in level 1, I defined this function to draw the main body of the boat, and it's also a recursive function. It's a termination point, and it starts from 1 to the maximum level of hull dimension, and in this location, if with this function, if level 1 is 1 in starting point, it logs the star function by recalling a star function. A star function produces a string with stars with length of hull base by recalling the hull base, and hull base is used level as an argument of the main function, this function. and again recall itself by increasing the input by 1. And as you can see, I used else function to use to shape the hull body, and a spacer. As you can see, this console log the spacer math power 2 level -1 to produce these gaps. Plus a starer, it means to produce a string with stars with this size, and recalling again itself by inputting level +1. And in this line I started the hull drawer function to draw the main body of the boat, and the main function, the sailboat function, is finished. And in this line I recalled the function by 20, and the result shape is this one. And I can change the input by 15, and the shape will change to this one. And I tested this function, and it works properly from 7 to 41, and because the restriction of using stars as a instead of the dot. And I can show you another side by using this function. Oh, it has a as you can see, it's mixed up by full screen. It's a okay shape. Thank you so much.